Hey everybody, time for the configurator segment where we take a vehicle and I configure it how I would grab it. And of course, we're doing the Dodge Ram 2500 today, and that's sponsored by Elmwood CDJR in East Providence, Rhode Island. So I've always been a huge fan of the Ram trucks, especially with the Twister movie in the 90s, and especially with the new Twister movie coming out. They have a big Ram truck in there. So when I was a kid, I always thought the Ram was really cool, and I still do. I've always loved trucks. So the 2500 lineup has a bunch of vehicles. We've got the Tradesman, the Bighorn, the Laramie, the Rebel, and then of course we have down here the Power Wagon, Limited Longhorn, and the Limited itself, which is kind of the bombed out version with all the goodies. So for me, I'm always going for like kind of what's the middle ground for like a lot of bang for your buck, and for me it's the Laramie. So we're gonna go here, gonna go 4x4, and you can get the crew cab with the 6 foot 4-inch box, or you can get an 8-foot box. Now that's a very long truck, or you can get the mega cab, which is really neat. If you guys haven't seen that, it's not really offered in any other of the heavy-duty lineup from the other manufacturers. It gives you this crazy huge cab. It's really neat. I don't need it, but definitely check it out. If we go over here, we're gonna go to the crew cab, 6 foot 4-inch box. I think that's a good size vehicle for me. So we're gonna go over here. I think the 8-foot is great, especially if you're doing, you need to carry everybody and everything, especially for something like landscaping, or you always have a crew with you and you need to carry a lot of things. But for me, this size truck is perfect. So we go over here, plenty of cool colors. I know I'd mentioned Twister, so I'm very tempted to get it in red, but I do like the black. It has a bunch of different really neat colors that you can get on it. Granite Crystal's a great one. It doesn't show up great on the configurator, but in the sunlight in real life, this is a really neat color. But me being me, I'm going to go black, a black Dodge Ram. So we're gonna scroll down here. And for me, I know this is really silly, but is it a heavy-duty truck if it doesn't have clearance lamps on the cab? I just always thought that was a really cool feature, so I can never have one without clearance lamps. So we're gonna add that. We're gonna scroll down here. We're gonna pass the wheels, because you're gonna see here in a moment what we'll be doing. So as we scroll past the wheels, we go down to the side steps. I am only 5'7", so a Ram 2500 literally comes up to here on me. The front of the truck if I stand in front of it, so I definitely need some side steps. And this truck is black. We're gonna add these painted flat wheel-to-wheel side steps so you can hop in the bed and everything and access things in there and get into the truck more easily. This is gonna have us choose some packages. I'm definitely gonna go with the Cummins turbo diesel engine. It is legendary in the heavy-duty truck game, and also Cummins makes so many great motors for big rigs. I've always loved the Cummins. I love the sound, I love the torque, and just incredible reliability. So we're gonna go with that. And that gives you the really cool Cummins badge on the side with the red on the bottom. And as we went up to that, it gave us the black wheels, which I'm a huge fan of. So we're gonna go okay here. I'm constantly putting things in the bed of the truck that I'd rather not get wet, golf clubs, all kinds of things from Home Depot or Lowe's. So I always want a tonneau cover, so we're gonna add that here. And sliding things in and out of the bed, I don't want it to get damaged, so we're gonna put that spray-in bed liner. I like a spray-in as opposed to a drop-in bed liner, because when it's sprayed in, the drop-in can move around a little bit and sometimes can scuff the paint, and once that gets through down to the metal, rust can form. I just like a spray-in bed liner, and of course that tonneau cover that I mentioned earlier. So we've got the monotone paint. One thing I really like about the Ram 2500 is the column shifter. The huge column shifters. When you put it in park, you feel authority. That's just a silly thing for me, but I've always liked a column shifter on a heavy-duty pickup truck. We have the big, huge screen here with all of your goodies. We have all of our auxiliary buttons down here, our trailer brake controller, and all of our HVAC on the outside to make it easy to reach, which is great. An actual volume knob, yay. There are a lot of things in new cars where you're like sliding your finger, the volume. I like a volume knob. If I'm adjusting the volume, I just want to go up or down. And I appreciate that the Ram 2500 has that. So if we look over here, got the leather trimmed bucket seats. I'm definitely going to go with that, because I don't usually, because you can get it also in a bench seat in the front. So if you have a lot of people coming with you all the time, but I prefer the console. That gives you the cup holders and a little more usability. So we're gonna go with that setting. That's got the 12-inch Uconnect 5, which is great. I don't normally use a sunroof. They're a great option for a lot of people, but for me, I'm not a big sunroof guy. I've had some bad experiences with sunroofs getting stuck. Or leaving them, more often leaving them open when I shouldn't, and the crazy New England weather gets in there. So I'm gonna go sans sunroof. We're gonna go down here, definitely do rubber floor mats. As it's a truck, we're in and out of it all the time. We want to put the instrument panel mounted auxiliary switches, which are great. Nice thing about the auxiliary switches, if you're doing lights or if you have a trailer, or any accessories you want to add to the Ram, whether it be lighting or a compressor or any of those things, the auxiliary switches are right here. And I also love flipping an auxiliary switch, makes you feel cool. So we're gonna go down here. It's got the blind spot with the cross path detection, which I find super helpful. And obviously, I'd be pulling a car trailer with this. So we're gonna want the trailer tire pressure monitoring system, which I think is a really good value at $445, by the way. The trailer surround view camera system, which is super helpful, because the best thing you can do with these is have as many cameras as possible, especially with a vehicle this big and you're towing something, you want to be as safe as possible. So we're gonna go down here and go, it's already got the Laramie Level 1 equipment group, which has Apple CarPlay, auto dimming mirrors, chrome exterior mirrors, HD radio, GPS navigation, all those goodies. And then we're gonna go down here. Protection group, tow hooks, transfer case, skid plate, yes please, because even though this is a huge truck, I would definitely challenge it with some off-road ability. We're gonna go down here, snowplow prep. I wouldn't be doing a snowplow with this, but we wanna add the bed utility group, because that's got the deployable steps, the spray and bed liner, like I mentioned earlier, LED bed lighting. And when you're camping or at nighttime and you're trying to get stuff quickly out of the truck, that LED lighting in the bed of the truck is so helpful compared to the older truck that I have now that I'm constantly like, I've got the phone flashlight going. This is great. So, tow mode digital rear view mirror package, we're definitely gonna want that. And that's got a wired tow mode camera, which is super helpful. I definitely do a little light off-roading, so we're going to add the off-road package. And as we go down here, the Snow Chief group I won't be needing because I don't plow with my trucks. So we're going to go get the Tow Technology group, which gives us, like I mentioned, that surround view camera, the trailer reverse guidance. I don't need the Sport Appearance package. I think the truck looks really cool as it is. But one thing I am going to upgrade to is this Laramie Level B group, and that gives us the heated seats and the power adjustable pedals with memory, the power adjustable mirrors, the power telescoping mirrors, which is great when you're towing. You can just press a button and it extends the mirrors out so you can see your trailer. I think that's a great feature. And it also gives me the Harman Kardon sound system because I'm always bumping my tunes. So we're going to put that in there. And that removes the level 1 because it comes with everything from level 1. Ah yes, the reason I gave up the sport packages, it does come with the Night Edition, which has the black exterior badging, the black interior accents. It's got the black ram head on the tailgate badge, and it's got the Sport Performance hood, which of course we all love. I don't do a fifth wheel. Earlier we added the Cummins engine. I mean, what's more venerable than the 6.7 liter inline six Cummins engine. Super powerful, super reliable, 6-speed automatic transmission. I just think it is a fantastic engine, and they also make a great sound. Any straight six engine really does, but the Cummins really has its own voice, and it's something I really enjoy. So we're going to go down here. Anti-spin rear differentials. So that's the limited slip. We're definitely going to be wanting that. 373 axle ratio, plenty for that Cummins with all of its torque. And this has the option of automatic leveling rear air suspension, which I really like. So when you put a bunch of things in the bed of this 2500, it's not going to sit like a Carolina squat, for any of those out there that know that. It's going to keep the truck level, which is great for handling and great for safety, because if the truck's up like this, sometimes it can get a little wonky, but I like that automatic leveling rear suspension. One alternator is fine for me. As we get down here, we've got this beautiful truck, $94,080, which is less than you'd get for the Limited and everything else. I like this package, and of course I'd have to go for the Cummins, because if I got a heavy duty truck, I'd have to go diesel, just because the availability and the name and the reliability you get from that. And when you're towing, something like that is really great. Especially for fuel mileage and just the ability to maintain going up hills and such. If you're interested in a truck like this, make sure to check it out at Elmwood CDJR in East Providence. They have plenty of selection with the Cummins and the 6.4 liter Hemi, so go down there and check them out.